Hey, y'all. Come on in. You're here on a spooky day. The book of Revelation speaks of a serpent lying in wait under the sea to devour the world at the end of days.
And today, we're going to figure out what that smells like with the help of Barrister and Mann.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too.
They would. And for our mention today, we wanted to give you a few updates that are happening over at Barrister and Mann.
Yeah, y'all, Will is moving the production arm of Barrister and Mann over to the facilities at Sterling Soap Company. So they will be producing the soaps for Barrister and Mann, much like Lockhart's produced Behold the Whatsis or Terror,
right,
using Will's exact equipment and recipes. But Will still be in charge of Barrister and Mann. He's still going to be the nose and the brains behind the operation. They're just moving where they're going to be cooking up the soaps and filling the containers. But y'all, they're going to be exactly the same. And we're going to be able to expect some new surprises from Barrister and Mann in the year to come now that Will has that extra time. And what is our soap today?
So this one we have been warned about is quite an adventure. It is called Leviathan, and it's a deep and dark one. So let's meet it.
Alright, y'all, from the sales page at barristerandmann.com.
Leviathan, the biblical serpent who will consume the world come the end of days. Legend has it that he lives beneath the seas, awaiting his chance to devour all of creation. Some sailors still speak his name in hushed tones and cross themselves to ward off his ancient, ravenous hunger.
In perfume, there is nothing more darkly ancient than leather. We discovered the formula for an archaic, forgotten Russian leather accord and blended it with notes of sandalwood, coffee, cedar, and musk to create a dark, feral scent well suited to its namesake. Elemental, and at times slightly unsettling. Leviathan is a scent to accompany you to the end of the world. So y'all, while most perfumers consider coffee to be just about as dark as it can get, Will is using coffee here as the softener so that he can bring in some aroma molecules and senses of leather that are gonna bring us an edge to this soap, I am told, unlike anything in the wet shaving world or even the perfuming world, making this their most popular autumnal scent. But I am told, as a gourmand guy, this is about as opposite as you can get, so I am excited to see how it's gonna wash over me. Let's let this little snake out of the box.
It's the last one in the box.
You know, you fear the boogeyman staring at you from inside a dark closet. There it is.
I've heard that coffee is actually kind of hard to do in perfuming, so I'm very curious how it works with the leather.
Fran at PAA said that in our interview. And look at how the bubbles around the outside kind of look like a snake.
Ooh, good eye.
I love that. Well, behold the Whatsis and Sunny Lane. This is not, but it is a marker of the width and breadth of Will's nose at Barrister and Mann. So come along with me for a first impression. All right, here we go, y'all. And thank you, Will, for putting a little plastic barrier on this so we know our noses are the first ones getting into this soap. And I want you to have a first impression. I want to look at your face and judge what I'm in for here.
I kind of want to look at my face, too. I'm curious.
Here we go. Take it in.
I have heard wild things about this one. Like, some people are like, I'm not sure how this went. Other people are like, I ordered the EDP the next day. So you have no idea where this is going.
Who knows? Although I am starting to get a little bit of an appreciation for the darker soaps like London from Nomad Theory. I think back at the beginning of this journey, I wouldn't have liked that one so much, but it really blew my skirt up now. So I don't know. Let's see where this takes us.
All right. We've been warned. It's supposed to be dark, so I understand. Let's see if the pour is still the same color, though.
Smooth
all right.
pour. I got to keep my nose closed.
Keep you had over there.
Take it in. I'll
We're
watch
going
your
in,
eyes.
Lainey.
Right.
Here we go.
She woke up. Ooh.
Oh, no, this is not a scary leather at all. You're completely fine. Yeah, this is very nice, actually.
Oh, yo!
Hey, yeah, now I kind of feel weird. I've gotten these guys because I thought they were a little more creepy. No, this seems much more dapper, like almost almost like could be like a leather suit-ish thing, not cologne-y, but like there's something really fancy and nice about this Russian
space
leather.
Cowboy would wear a leather
Maybe.
suit. Got to get a little midnight cowboy blended with this, maybe. Hope that one comes back, Will.
I gotta say, I don't know if I would have known right away that there's even coffee in here. The way it's riding next to, I think it's a sandalwood or something lighter there. That's kind of as bright as it gets. And then it meets the coffee, and then the leather is there. But it's not like an on-the-floor dark, as I was expecting, leather.
Right.
It kind of seems like a newer leather. Like not a grungy, worn down one. Like there's something nice about this. I mean, it's expensive. The one time my godmother got me a Coach purse, I didn't even want to use it, but the leather on it smelled so nice. Like it smelled expensive. That's kind of where this is going. Like it's a different tier of leather. It's not exactly the ones that you'd be out working in all the time. Like it's for important moments in life.
Is it a little bit of the Cure de Russet kind of leather?
Oh, no.
Okay.
I guess maybe that's where the coffee is helping it stay a little darker, a little more burgundy brown kind of side here.
Do you feel like sometimes we get warned too hard?
Yeah, what I had in my mind, like we waited to do this a little bit because we're like, we got to get through Christmas and then it's time. We're going for it. But now I'm actually kind of sad we missed out fall having this one, I got to say.
Some dudes were like, you're just going to smell this and rip your nose off and throw it away for the rest of the month. Apparently not.
Unless it was curing over on the piano somehow and it got, I don't know, but I would definitely rock this. There's nothing in it that sometimes leathers are way more masculine.
Right.
This to me doesn't have like a masculine feminine thing as much as I was expecting. It's nice, but it doesn't push me like I don't feel like I can't wear it. Where sometimes they're like, no, this is like a dude's leather. This doesn't have that.
Okay, so dive in. What spine
Oh,
do you
hold
find?
on. Let's see.
Hold on.
I almost feel like there's something in here that's as charming to me as Marilyn was. They're not the same, but the way that they kind of have their own story that goes with the scent, my brain just wants to jump in and follow the story. I'm not as scared of this serpent as I should be.
Right.
Like, I feel like I stepped into the set of Clue, and it's this older building. There's stories everywhere. I'm getting like the leather-bound, maybe books, or even the chairs that are leather, and you want to sit and hang out and just enjoy the view, maybe have a drink or something. Like there's just, I don't want to leave this place. If it smells like this, even like the woods that are in here, they're not super old. They've been very well taken care of, but I know I'm in a sturdy place.
I gotta call Will when we're done with this, it sounds like.
Who knows? Maybe if we had gotten the splash, we were a little nervous.
We
but
might have to
okay.
now, hearing this.
Like, I think there's something in there that maybe the darker sides as the dry down happens or something. But smelling this, I totally understand why Josue was like, no. I went and got the EDP right after. It's smooth. There's nothing pokey. The round edges on this, there's no edges. They're all rounded somehow to blend perfectly together. Like, it's not gourmandy, but it smells so good you almost feel like you could take a bite out of it somehow.
We almost made this a Christmas episode, and now I'm thinking maybe we should have.
Right? I feel like this smells way better than Santa's boots or something. Like, this would have totally fit.
We were going to do it ironically, but we probably would have opened it and been like, well, ho, 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 everybody.
Right, it would have been great.
Yeah, Santa's boots, the leather on the sleigh, why not?
I'm with you, man. Like, I would have hung out with this Santa.
Coffee to get you through the night, right? Call this Santa Claus.
Yeah, let me find that coffee. I can't tell if it's brewed coffee, if it's more of the coffee beans.
He did say freshly brewed. He was very specific, because there are a couple of aroma molecules that he named that are common in both freshly brewed coffee and something else I'm not allowed to tell you about.
But I'm not getting that part at all. Like, it's smooth here. Like, whatever this, like, I think it's like a medium roast or something. Whatever this one is, you wouldn't want to add anything to it. You'd want to just drink this coffee straight. You wouldn't want to put cream or sugar. Like, it would ruin the balance of the coffee. And somehow, that's what's making it so smooth. I think that's helping round out where sometimes leather can be super bossy and take over the whole scent. Doesn't in here. And it mixes with the woods, too.
And let's talk briefly about super dark and squinchy scents, because it is all about perspective. I was at George Carlin's last HBO taping. It was right here in Santa Rosa, California. And he'd be the one to remind you, you ever notice your own farts smell okay?
So for someone that thoroughly enjoys coffee, probably too much, I really thought it was going to be hitting me over the head. It doesn't. So people that aren't crazy coffee fans probably would get more of the leather side and just jump right into that. I don't know if you just jump in and get what you're familiar with, but the coffee is not swinging me over the head. I know it's in here, it's smooth, it's warm, but it's not a coffee forward scent to me.
Now, if you were going to dive into, as he said, something feral in there, do you find that something a little bit scary? Maybe even a little bit...
I was bracing myself for that.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, even we have a little bit of like an ambergris thing to take a whiff of. And to me, depending on the day, that could be very poopy versus very fancy and bougie. I don't get the animalic side, let's just say.
Gotcha.
I get like a fresh air side to this that I wasn't expecting. So somehow, not talking about farts, but maybe that's helping. At the very, very end of this, there's something that just barely scratches at the back of like, this may be more of an animal than a place.
Gotcha.
But it's not like I've been hit over the head before with really more animalic forward sense.
Right. Is it kind of like digging your nose into the Scruffalane's neck kind of a thing?
Sort of. But to me, it almost just, it's a little more raw. But it's dry somehow. It's not like fresh or wet animalic or something like that. It's almost more nature's way of adding just like a little darker hint at the back of this.
Right.
Maybe why I was thinking of like the Clue set is it is kind of off kilter. You know what's going on. It's kind of scary. Or maybe we could go more like a Scooby-Doo mission. You know, like there's some around that has you a little off kilter, but in the best excitement kind of way.
I think I might have to go get the Mystery Machine brush. I don't think the Season of the Witch brush is going to hack it now.
I don't know. Witchy might work too. But to me, I'm definitely taken to a place. I think that's where I'm going to put my flag in. I don't think I get masculine or feminine. I don't get as dark and scary as I was expecting. But I like how warm this still kind of is.
All right. I've got my original idea of what I think this was going to smell like, but then I've now got what I've pieced together from what you just said.
It could be completely different.
And
I don't know.
have no idea which one I'm going to find in the middle. Because sometimes, as our journey moves merrily forward, our noses find different things in the soaps now. Okay, here we go.
Watch it be completely dark and earther for you. It's going to be so funny. I don't know.
Watch it makes me barf. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Strap in.
Well, this is where leather meets soap. I mean, like watching actual tallow be saponified on a farm, but there's a sense of clean to it, not a sense of dirty. I thought this was going to be like something super clean with lots of dirt on it. No, it's something dirty that's been really clean. This is where leather meets soap and clean and sunshine. Wow! Okay, wait. Oh, at first, I would just call this the world's most masculine soap. The spice just keeps getting turned up, and it's not earthy. If this makes sense, it's earthy that has been immortalized. So the way that you will take cow skin and turn it into leather that will endure forever, like on my Red Wing work boots that I got in 1994 that were like $200 back then, it's that kind of immortal nature smell. Whoa! Well, and you know what? You were so right about Marilyn. Y'all, a couple of Valentine's days ago, Barrister and Mann released Marilyn with a hint of Chanel No. 5 in the middle, which is what she would wear to sleep. But the rest of it was this incredible, masculine, dirty leather, human skin, sheets and towels kind of smell night with Marilyn, if you know what I mean. Will talks about how scent is very connected to our primal urges, and this has that, but it's as if it's been given such a beautiful, crisp, clean soapiness in the middle. I'm not finding the dirt. I am finding the clean. Amazing.
There's somehow like a confidence in this scent.
Totally.
And I don't know where that's coming from, but you are comfortable in your skin.
And Josue, I am so sorry for even thinking about making fun of you for getting an EDP with these scent notes, because now that I smell them,
right?
This is the next EDP I want.
It's probably one of the best leathers I've sent. I don't know.
This is insane. There's a gourmand side to this.
Okay, I'm not wrong. I said I almost wanted to take a bite.
It's making my mouth water in the way that patchouli used to be added to the earliest gourmands. The earliest gourmand accords didn't smell like jelly donuts, but they made your mouth water in a way you didn't really understand. You wanted to bite down on it. Boy, is this doing that same thing. I have never been more flummoxed by a soap before, by what I thought it was going to smell like and what it did smell like. This is absolutely gorgeous. And y'all, if you want to hear us talk about masculine and feminine, from now on, instead of saying from 0 to 10, I'm going to say from witchy woman to Leviathan.
There you go.
Because this is as masculine as a shave soap can get. And yet it is so clean and inviting. I would have thought that a super masculine soap would have to be on somebody I didn't like.
Oh.
Does that make sense? Like a boss or like somebody mean would need to smell like that. Y'all, this would be on my favorite people in the world. Can't get over it. Hold on.
That's hilarious because I would use this. And to me, I don't know why, but it takes me to a location. I love that.
Even beautifully citrusy in its way. I'm not sure how to explain that, but that's how I'm sensing the lights coming through the darks. Oh, and wait, there's supposed to be coffee in this.
Right.
Hold on.
Find the coffee.
Oh, man. Oh, this is wild.
Hold on. He needs a minute.
I have so much to learn in the world of perfuming. Will is so far ahead of me, I can barely see him. You know how he's doing the sweet? You know how when you smell freshly brewed coffee, I mean like espresso steam when you're at Pete's Coffee or Starbucks, and it has an innate sweetness in it. Something in that process has taken the bitterness of that coffee and switched it around so it has a little bit of a mocha sense to it.
The natural nuttiness or
when
whatever.
I look for the coffee, I'm looking for the bitter because I'm thinking that's what's going to be in Leviathan. Instead, I looked for the mocha-esque, almost coffee ice cream kind of sense I get from freshly brewed, steamed coffee. That's where I found it. And it's what is making this sweet, so that the leather and the other feral stuff in here can have their own character.
That's what I meant. Like, this is literally the best side of coffee. Like, you wouldn't want to add sugar or cream because it's good on its own.
Smell for the sweetness of the coffee as if I just ordered one of my super frou-frou lattes from Starbucks that has lots of sugar and whipped cream and stuff.
Wow, my brain almost took it as like a floral. It's not, but could there be such thing as a coffee, like a brown-colored flower? Right. I don't know. That's what my brain got.
It's funny there's not any brown flowers.
See if you can get more of like the animalic portion now.
I don't want to.
I know.
I'm having too much fun with the clean. The animalic is what the rest of them are standing on, so you sense how clean it is.
Yes. But it's so hidden in the background, you wouldn't know they're in there. Like they're just little secret magicians helping the rest of the scent.
Wow. Yeah, not feminine at all. And yet Marilyn, which I think is pretty close to this, is as feminine as you can get because of the name and the inspiration and the story behind it. It's all about perspective, y'all.
But out of all of the lineup that we've smelled from Barrister and Mann, that's the closest one I would put next to this, which is not what I had expected. I thought this was going to be closer to Nocturne, especially because it came out in fall.
Right.
I kind of thought it was a similar kind of darker side as that one is, but no, my friends, it's not.
No. Well, there's nothing fruity.
No.
There's nothing decayed.
No.
In this. I go back to something that's been leathered, that's been tanned, that's been cured, that's been sanded. Like,
time was spent.
Nature cleaned. Well, come along with us, because I can't wait to see what this is going to do in a lather. And let's take another look at these mysterious scent notes. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at barristerandmann.com. We start with an archaic Russian leather accord. I don't know if I would say archaic.
No, I mean, maybe the recipe was, but if this is what leather has always smelled like, this is the best version of a leather.
Although, I think I could imagine the Middle Ages smelling like this. Maybe that's what he meant. This kind of leather scent would go all the way back.
All right, and then adding to that, we have sandalwood, coffee, cedar, and musk.
Hold on, let's take these one at a time. I have a little bit of trouble finding the sandalwood, except for maybe something just a little bit creamy.
Yeah, and you kept saying like clean and soapy. Somehow that's helping.
Yeah, that's the soapy part. But I will tell you this. There's a lot more than just these scent notes going on.
There has to be.
In this. And then that coffee sense, I do get it as a very sweet note in there, and I think it's the only really sweet note that I'm finding.
But I really have to look for it. It is blended so well that I have a hard time even deciphering where it fits within the scent.
Right. This is a little surprising, cedar, because for me it's a very clean white wood, but I am finding a little bit of the peppery effervescence in there.
I think putting that actually next to the musk, that's the darker side. So somehow those are like keeping the bookends of the scent.
And I think the musk here is doing an amazing job of giving you that sense of both clean and dirty. It's kind of being that gatekeeper, that middle ground between them, making sure they play nice.
It did take me a long time to figure out that musk could be a general thing. It's a lot of stuff that are within there. Some are cleaner, like more clean laundry stuff, and other are a little more animalic. So depending on where the musk here that he's created, it's a different type of musk. You're still comfortable, but then you're a little off kilter at the same time.
Right.
This isn't as masculine. I see why you're saying that, but the parts of leather that usually are too in my face that I wouldn't reach for.
Right.
I would reach for this one.
I see. It is a super masculine scent, but a rather unisex leather?
There. That'll work for me. Because it could almost be like I had a leather jacket or leather shoes on. Like somehow it's an all-encompassing leather.
Right.
Where other times, like super new car smell leather, those push it a little more on the masculine side.
It's not suede at all. I kind of get it as like a red barber chair.
Okay.
Leather, like an old one, or like I said, my Red Wing boots. Why am I going red?
I don't
But
know.
like it has that sort of earthy, almost copper quality to the leather itself.
And I'm getting like a super old library. Like
Yes.
somehow it's like the age has made it smell better.
That's why I think your clue analogy was fabulous, and why I'm going to order you a singing telegram, because this absolutely feels like as everybody's assembling.
Right?
Right? And they're being
In that
shown into
older
those
house.
dark mahogany rooms, and the butler's being all weird, mysterious, and Mr. Body shows up.
But they could be drinking coffee within that lounge, and then there's the wood from the walls. It's a whole thing.
And it's jovial. It's in its way hilarious at how both clean and dirty it is. This.
I almost don't want to lather it because of how much we're enjoying it in the tub, but I feel like with these bubbles on the top, we kind of have to.
Well, we're about to make some tiny bubbles. All right, so I'm going to ruin this beautiful pour and get about that much of this fabulous soap here. Honestly, I really thought we were going to have to bury this along with
I did
Barbershop
too.
in the back of the cabinet, but I'm going to put it next to Marilyn in a place of honor.
Yep, they're going to be best friends.
Woo! Now, Will has mentioned, and I have challenged him on it, that all of perfuming is basically boiled down to intense human connection. You know what I mean?
Giggity.
And this definitely has that Marilyn-ish sort of beautiful, leathery next morning
Yeah,
kind of
some kind of natural
feel
something.
to it. I'm just saying. All right, and a little water from the Sean and Julie Memorial Booze Sprayer here to wake up our Leviathan. Draw him up out of the sea. You know what I mean? Oh, and this is her brush and bowl. I don't know why I'm taking this whole
was
thing.
letting you
All
go
right,
at it.
go
Okay.
for it. You're better at lathering than I am.
Taking my dry brush. This does match the coloring of the tub here, so I'm glad we went with that one. Go in one direction, and just getting it on those little bristles of our chisel and hound brush here. Go in the other direction. And then once it doesn't feel like it's getting onto the bristles anymore, I'm going to turn the brush and keep going. Trying to get it up off of the bowl and onto the brush.
This brush was created for the Season of the Witch release from Barrister and Mann a couple of Halloweens ago.
All right, and then I'm going to dive down and add a little water into this potion, my friends.
This is the synthetic knot. We do not soak any of our knots because of Craig.
But this is a super soft one of the brushes.
is.
I always forget until
Very
I grab it. And I'm
floppy.
like,
I love
it's luxurious.
A few moments later.
Oh, it is waking up nicely. Would you like a turn?
I kind of would. Let me see, just to smell.
Right? It hasn't gotten louder. It's just kind of spreading out a little bit more.
It's making my mouth water for some weird reason.
Maybe the coffee, maybe the malt. We don't know.
Not the coffee.
Yeah, I feel like now we definitely have to see if we can search down for a splash here because it's one of those scents that you don't want to go away. I want to spend time with it.
So intriguing.
It doesn't even go as far as like Fougere Gothique. Like there were some of the other ones that I really thought it was going to be a lot darker than it is.
This is one of those, I'm just glad somebody created it. I feel like there
Right?
was like a space in my brain for
Thank
this.
you, Will. Yes.
And this is something you only find here in the Barbershop Duet. This is the How Big Is Your Serpent with on 3. 1, 2. Big.
I still get more of a place here.
Library. You were right at the beginning. I am getting a beautiful, dark, masculine library at Cambridge or Oxford or something like that. Eton.
There may be a slight hair more of onomalic at the end of this, but it got cleaner at the same time. So I think overall everything just got amplified.
Hair. I wonder if it'd smell better on an animal brush. We should have got my badger.
Oh, jeez. Is that not witch hair? It's not.
Oh, it is witch hair, but I won't tell you which hair. Ah! I'm on a roll. That's why there's butter on my pants. It's a concept. It's like if your cat had kittens in the oven, you wouldn't call them biscuits. Now, I thought this moment, when we put the lather on our face, was going to be a little bit iffy for me. In fact, we almost did this soap live on Instagram as an iffy soap. As part of our iffy soap series, we would have been grossly embarrassed. Mm-hmm. We would have had to just turn off the camera and say, we're very sorry. This is a charter. This passed
with flying
beyond
colors.
Measure. All right, here we go, going on my face, because now I can't wait for this. Oh, such a new way to think about clean. Mm-hmm. Oh, what's that you say? Is it close to his Cologne Roussé? No, it's different.
No, different. That's much lighter.
Yeah, that's more of a Cologne blend.
Kind of thing?
This is not a Cologne blend. I'm just happy that I don't have to ration Marilyn quite so hard because everything I love about that is also floating around in this and then some. Chocolatey almost. Wow.
Yeah, like almost in the natural aromas of the coffee, where, they list out what it is. It has a little bit of that chocolatey, nutty kind of thing. I think it's where it meets the woods, like the sandalwoods, the cedars, somehow in there. It's really working.
It's where the nuts meet the wood. Before this gets any dirtier, we had better take this a little deeper.
I'm trying to figure out where or when I would reach for this, because it does kind of have a little story to it. Like, I feel like I'd have to pick wisely, almost because of how charming and delicate it still is.
Right. Well, there is a ghost walk happening this weekend in Vallejo, where they're going to show you all the crazy stuff that happened in that town going back 100 years and where all the bodies are buried. That's where I'm wearing this. You know what, though? I used to have to sit in on board of directors meetings, and these guys would roll in their three-piece, like Armani suits, smelling like money. This is the kind of thing I would almost need on my shoulder so I didn't embarrass myself. Be like, hey, can we all talk about the Brady Bunch for a second?
It does. It has this silent confidence. Like, we just watched City Slickers, and the main cowboy...
Curly.
Yes. I feel like his confidence is somehow in this. It doesn't smell cowboy-ish, but it's that level of confidence.
You nailed it. This is Curly. This is Jack Palance from City Slickers.
Just a little
Thank you.
Up.
Good night, everybody. With just a hint of Norman thrown in for color. So it's pretty simple, y'all. Just be Marcus and Sarah going for their walk, looking out over San Francisco Bay. Well, you're going to start to hear these trumpets going off, and you might even see these four horsemen, Barrister and Mann, crossing the Golden Gate Bridge, and just about the time this giant snake comes up out of the bay and turns its gaze towards you, you are going to get your own. So head over to barristerandmann.com to find this and a bunch of other cool stuff.
I am back from my shave with Leviathan, and it was enjoyable. This Barrister and Mann base is trusty, and it lathers up immediately. I loved spending more time with the scent. I really found the clean side to the coffee, sandalwood, and leather going on in here, and I will be back again soon.
Hey, welcome to Messages.
So for our March giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $20 to 345 Soap.
You can put it toward a subscription, and all you have to do to be eligible is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first April episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
Well, here's why we do this show. We were going to make this a Halloween episode, and we were a little scared. So we decided to be sort of ironic and funny and make this a Christmas episode, but then we got a little scared.
Yeah.
And now that we've actually opened it and smelled it and had a brief meeting, we are ready to declare this our very first masterpiece of 2026. Yeah, and that's why I love the wet shaving world. You never know. The soaps that are giving you the most apprehension might end up being your favorites, and that's why we're here, and that's why we do this show, to uncover gems like this. Will, I know Paula probably had a little bit of a hand in this before her retirement. Thank you for creating this gorgeous masterpiece.
I think we have officially learned our lessons. We just got to get our noses on it for ourselves. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You will smell better just watching this.